Greetings, my dear viewers. It's Shadow Leon 659 once again. And today I would like to talk about a movie I used to hate, but over the years I have finally grown appreciation for it. And if you're wondering what that movie is, it is none other than for 2004's Alien vs. Predator. Yes, Alien vs. Predator is a really long and complicated story for me. Because, as far as you people are aware, that I am a fan of the first two Alien and Predator movies to the point that a while ago I did show you the DVDs I own of the first two Predator movies and whatnot. I still plan to get DVDs of the first two Alien films and everything. So I heard an Alien vs. Predator film was made, and then I got excited only for it to end up completely disappointing. But as time went on, I started reevaluating both Alien and the first Alien vs. Predator movie, especially after the disasters that were the abomination that was AVP, the abomination that was AVP Requiem, the god awful Alien prequels, and whatever the hell the Predator was, not to even mention the overrated as hell Prey and Alien Romulus, to the point that I said, AVP, I'm sorry I treated you like crap. You're still not exactly a good film, but I would rather watch you any day of the week over those complete abominations. So, so of course, I did buy the PS3 game of Alien vs. Predator and whatnot. When I do get a functioning PS3, I will play through this game and whatnot. So anyway, let's talk about the movie. So what is the plot you ask for this movie about? Well, it's essentially about a group of scientists who venture to Antarctica into a mysterious pyramid and whatnot. When they enter the pyramid, they are suddenly caught in the midst of a devastating battle between two ancient alien races and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much the movie for the first AVP movie and whatnot. So you ask, so what do I essentially like about the movie? Well, I will tell you a few things that I do like about the movie before I get on to the negatives. I will admit, I did like how the movie went for the old school practical effects and guys in suits that the first two Alien and Predator movies used. Because, it was a point in time where almost every movie was CGI and whatnot. So it was nice that they actually went back to the old school practical effects and guys in costumes. I did like the pyramid setting and whatnot, which was a pretty interesting location and all that stuff. That would later be reused in the final level during the Predator campaign for this game. Sebastian, Alexis, Wayland, and Scar were pretty much some of the few interesting characters in the movie. I really did like Harold Closer's score. And for for Paul W. Sanderson, he was a director who started off pretty promising with movies like Mortal Kombat, Event Horizon, and Soldier, but then he eventually went downhill when he started directing crap like a majority of the Resident Evil movies and whatnot. But of course, I will say that I truly do believe that he is a fan of both IPs, especially with the way he brings certain things to many things from the movie to life and whatnot. And so, and so, I also did like the action set pieces in this movie when there isn't any of that fast-paced editing that plagued a lot of movies from this era and whatnot. When the Xenomorphs and Predators fight each other, that's pretty much the highlight of the movie and whatnot. And I should also talk about Harold Closer's score. Harold Closer does a good job capturing the intensity and whatnot of both the Alien and Predator movies. So yeah, that's an A plus and whatnot. And I also do admit that. Hold on a second. Sorry about that brief interruption. I was just trying to remember which other positive the movie also had. And I also forgot to mention another positive the movie had was, should I say, the nice expansion on the Predator mythos. I really do like that whole thing they expanded on in this film and whatnot, of how the Predators have been a large part of history and all that stuff. And I do admit that the movie does have good looking cinematography and everything. But unfortunately, let's get on to the negatives. So, yeah, like I said, a majority of the characters in this movie are pretty much one dimensional at best and underdeveloped at worst. The xenomorphs and predators, especially the latter, was severely nerfed and whatnot. I also found the idea of Alexis and the Predator teaming up kind of forced and in your face. Still nowhere near as bad as Texas Chainsaw 3D. The movie was nerfed to a PG-13 rating. Like, seriously, why was this movie nerfed to a PG-13 rating? There are plenty of moments in where I begin to question, was this originally an R-rated film? Because at times it does feel like they are trying to be R-rated and whatnot. There's also too much shaky cam and fast-paced editing. That was pretty much the norm for action movies during this era at the time. I really don't know why a lot of movies were using this fast-paced editing and all that stuff to make it look more stylish. That cliffhanger ending was pretty much just forced. That cliffhanger ending involving the Pred alien was pretty much forced and everything and would sadly lead to the event of the god awful AVP Requiem. Don't worry, I will eventually get to that movie soon. And of course, there's some questionable sound choices and whatnot. For some reason, instead of using the iconic xenomorph and predator sound effects, at times the xenomorphs will hiss like snakes and the predators will roar like tigers. I'm like, what the hell? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And yeah, that's what I can say about this crossover and whatnot. It was a movie that I used to hate back in the day, but over time I've grown appreciation for it and whatnot. I would still watch the first two Alien and Predator movies any day of the week over any of the recent films and whatnot. Hell, I'd even take this movie any day of the week, month or year over the recent stuff they've made for both franchises. Because when people nowadays have started seeing this movie as a decent film, you know the quality for Alien and Predator has not been good. And so, if you're wondering how I'm going to rate this movie, I am going to give this movie a mediocre 5 out of 10. So, what did you guys think of Alien vs. Predator? Let me know in the comment section below, and thanks for watching as always. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content. You get the idea. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. See you next time. Shadow Leon 659 signing out.